Hello. Hope you're having a great day today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for giving me a few minutes of your time. I appreciate it. Today, you know what? I want to talk about a popular topic right now, which is the average age of first-time home buyers. And I want to share some statistics, a recent article. It's been featured a ton in the press lately. But then I want to kind of, link it to what does it mean? What are some strategies and tactics that we should deploy as mortgage and real estate professionals, given these new realities of the average age of first-time home buyers? So let me first share a recent article. It's by Lance Lambert of ResiClub, and both Lance and ResiClub puts out great content. It's been fantastic, but you'll see, the title of the article says it all. The median age of first-time home buyers has jumped from 28 years old in 1991 to 38 in 2024. And to put that into perspective, if you want to just kind of put in perspective, that means the average first-time home buyer has graduated from high school 20 years ago. They waited 20 years from high school to buy a house. And even another way, the average age of a first-time home buyer hasn't buying a home just 24 years from being eligible for Social Security. So that's really, really fascinating. Now, the next thing is not only are first-time home buyers getting older, but so are just typical buyers, right? Because the repeat home buyer it used to be their average age for somebody who being a repeat buyer was 42 years old. Today it's 61. So the average repeat buyer is 61. And so what you can see, let's look at these two charts here. First, here's the median age of first-time home buyers right here. You can see how it's just been going up and up and up. And then here's a chart showing both the yellow is repeat, the black is combined, and the blue is first-time home buyers. And so that is causing all sorts of interesting challenges. Now, let's just do a few other kind of things. Let's look at it. The major contributor on what's most likely driving first-time home buyers to a higher average age, first, of course, housing affordability. Right. And so as interest rates are higher, home prices remain high, it's harder for younger buyers to enter the market. And so they're waiting longer. And then, of course, younger people are delaying all of life events. They're staying single longer, and they're, staying in college longer, and they're waiting to buy. They're waiting to get married till later, and they're waiting to buy homes until later. And possibly part of it is, too, a lengthening lifespan, so you can spread these things out over more time. It's hard to say, but it's definitely a huge change. And then, of course, for repeat buyers, what's happening with a lot of repeat buyers is they have a ton of cash in their current house, and they can sell their house and buy their next house with all cash. So they don't really care about affordability. They don't care about interest rates. And that's why that demographic is most likely getting older. But the question becomes, what does it mean? Okay, I'm a loan officer, I'm a real estate agent. What's it mean? And here's a few things. First, what's the biggest impact is we're most likely going to have to create customer journeys and incubation journeys, conversion. Instead of looking at 90 days or 6 months or a year, it might be a decade. Somebody might come to you in their 20s and go, hey, I'm interested in buying a home, and not buy a home until their late 30s. And so do you have a 10-year strategy, a 10-year conversion strategy? Do you have it in your CRM? Do you have it in your customer journey? What is it? Because it's no longer 30 days or 90 days. Most likely the successful loan officer and real estate agent will get in front of these people in their 20s. And so you need to have strategy. And you can deploy strategies like First Home IQ, which is excellent. It's a great funnel to incubate, long-term opportunities or whatever you happen to use. But make sure that you're using some sort of strategy. The second thing is, think about this. If people aren't buying their home until 2 decades before they're eligible for Social Security, they're going to be behind in wealth building. And so how can we help them, fill that gap? How can we help them grow wealth faster? partially it's going to be getting to them sooner, educating them sooner, showing them how, home ownership is the path to wealth in the United States. We all know that homeowners are 41 more times wealthier than renters. We got to show them that. But if they enter later, we're going to have to get more aggressive strategies on how they can use real estate to help fund their retirement. And so all sorts of stuff goes into this. And then, what's our targeting strategies for the older first-time home buyer or the older repeat buyer? So what are we doing with our strategies there? And so I think we're going to have to innovate a little bit. We're going to have to anticipate longer turn times. We're going to have much longer term relationships. We keep talking about this in our general database and SOI. We have to start learning how to serve the contacts in our world for a longer period. We talk about the 30, 40, 50-year relationship. What's strange is we always talked about that after our first transaction. Like we have our first transaction and then we have decades to try to serve that, relationship as well as harvest it. But today what's going to happen, we're going to have a lot of that on the front side. We're going to have 10 years of relationship and incubation before the first transaction. And that's certainly a difference. Now, will it change if there's better affordability? Maybe. Will it change? What will really change it if we just get better education on the impact of home ownership on wealth? I think if we can get to the younger folks and teach them this, as well as help educate families on how to help their children buy homes and why. So those are some of the things that I think we should do. Now, I did a full LinkedIn on this today. On my LinkedIn, I put a link to the article. I'll try to put a link to the article in the notes below. With that, I appreciate you spending a few minutes on your time. Now, this has been a really big topic, so think about how you make it your advantage. How is this our advantage, and how can we help some of these folks maybe enter the market a little sooner? Because that's really should be our calling. With that, I wish you have a great day today. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks so much.